The Brooklyn Bridge is a hybrid cable-stayed/suspension bridge in New York City, spanning the East River between the boroughs of Manhattan and Brooklyn. Opened on May 24, 1883, the Brooklyn Bridge was the first fixed crossing of the East River. It was also the longest suspension bridge in the world at the time of its opening, with a main span of 1,595.5 feet, 486.3 meters, and a deck 127 feet, 38.7 meters, above mean high water. The span was originally called the New York and Brooklyn Bridge or the East River Bridge, but was officially renamed the Brooklyn Bridge in 1915. Proposals for a bridge connecting Manhattan and Brooklyn were first made in the early 19th century, which eventually led to the construction of the current span, designed by John A. Roebling. The project's chief engineer, his son Washington Roebling, contributed further design work, assisted by the latter's wife, Emily Warren Roebling. Construction started in 1870 and was overseen by the New York Bridge Company, which in turn was controlled by the Tammany Hall political machine. Numerous controversies and the novelty of the design prolonged the project over 13 years. After opening, the Brooklyn Bridge underwent several reconfigurations, having carried horse-drawn vehicles and elevated railway lines until 1950. To alleviate increasing traffic flows, additional bridges and tunnels were built to cross the East River. Following gradual deterioration, the Brooklyn Bridge was renovated several times, including in the 1950s, 1980s, and 2010s. The Brooklyn Bridge is the southernmost of the 4 toll-free vehicular bridges connecting Manhattan Island and Long Island, with the Manhattan Bridge, the Williamsburg Bridge, and the Queensboro Bridge to the north. Only passenger vehicles and pedestrian and bicycle traffic are permitted. A major tourist attraction since its opening, the Brooklyn Bridge has become an icon of New York City. Over the years, the bridge has been used as the location of various stunts and performances, as well as several crimes and attacks. The Brooklyn Bridge is designated a National Historic Landmark, a New York City landmark, and a National Historic Civil Engineering Landmark. The Brooklyn Bridge remains a vital transportation link for residents and a draw for visitors. The bridge receives over 100,000 daily, who admire the spectacular panoramic views of the Manhattan skyline. Most pedestrians spend about 30 minutes crossing the bridge, but be prepared to stay longer on this scenic walkway. From its stunning architectural features to the animated vendors selling unique items, a day on the Brooklyn Bridge will be a light-hearted occasion. Standing on the Brooklyn Bridge lets you marvel at its architectural majesty and capture magnificent photos of the lower Manhattan skyline. While looking around with your camera, be wary of cyclists rushing to work and joggers getting a scenic workout. Riverside parks, playgrounds, and picnic areas on the Brooklyn side are picturesque places to unwind before your return trip.